So good morning. Can get started the way we always do by taking a good seat where you can feel grounded, the spine can rise, and you can just start quieting down. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Today, I'd like to focus on the back body. So much of our attention goes to the front, our head, how we look from the front. We look in the mirror, we present ourselves. And yoga is an opportunity to kind of experience ourselves from a different perspective. So just tuning into your breath, breathing through your nose if you can, just gently expanding the diaphragm, the pelvic floor, come down. On the inhale, the belly extends. And on the exhale, just gently, the diaphragms come in and up. Inhale, expand, and just gently think about expanding, not just in the front of your belly, but more like a balloon, just expanding the front and the back, breathing into the back of your body, the small of your back. And then on the exhale, belly comes in and up, the spine extends. Your head is floating right up over the spine, not forward or back, chin parallel to the floor. Now take your hands in front of your heart, and we'll begin with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Bow your head to your heart. Lift your eyes. Open your eyes. Release your hands. And let's begin with some nice shoulder rolls. Just inhale up. Exhale, shoulders down the back. Inhale and exhale. Coordinating breath and movement. Big, juicy shoulder rolls. Up and then down the back. And then really letting your head float right up over the spine, not forward or back. And then exhale, your head gently to the side. Inhale back, not forcing. Exhale, exploring. Feel your breath. One more, back to center. Let's warm up our legs. So you can extend your right leg, point your right foot, turn your whole leg from the hip out to the pinky toe side of your foot, and inhale, drag it out. Exhale, turn over to the big toe side of your foot and drag it back in. So we're going to inhale out, exhale back in. Inhale and exhale. Bring it back in. Make sure your knees are parallel from your hips. Then we're going to extend the left leg, point that foot, turn the whole leg out to the pinky toe side. So you're inhale, drag the leg out. Exhale, turn it over, drag it back in from the whole leg, from the hip socket. Exhale back in. Kind of using those big hip muscles. Inhale out. Exhale back in. Inhale. Exhale one more. And come back to center. And then let's stand up. And open up the shoulders. So take your hands to your shoulders, line up your feet, root down through the four corners of the feet, lift up through your spine. We're going to inhale, open, exhale in. Inhale all the way down your spine. Exhale up. Inhale, root down and stretch open. And the last one, let's hold it out. So you root through your feet, stretch up through your heart. Don't stick your lower ribs up. Breathe into your back body too. Breathe into your lower back while you're stretching open. And release. Okay. Let's do some overall squat warm-ups. Utkatasana, this is called, seated pose. So we're gonna exhale down, the butt goes back, weights in your heels. Inhale up, possibly on your toes. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Warming up the whole body. Let's come down and hold it. Weights in the heel, your butt is back, your knees are parallel. If you want to add to the pose, you can take your arms out or above, makes it really challenging. Inhale back up. Okay. And let's do some half sun salutations to warm up. So the sun is right here, middle of your chest, the heart space. So we're gonna root down through your feet. Inhale, open. Exhale back to your heart. Feel your breath. Exhale back to your heart. Warming up from the inside. The legs are as active as the arms, or more so, rooting down so that you can open up. Exhale back to your heart. And just hold for a minute here, pressing your hands into each other, rooting down through your feet. Breathing into your whole body. And release. Okay. So we're going to do knee to nose pose, and let's all start standing, and then we'll move into another version of it. So hang on to something for balance, really kind of need it. So we're going to inhale the right leg out, exhale your knee towards your nose. Inhale, stretch open, exhale in, inhale, exhale. Inhale, let's hold the right foot back and experiment with lifting the left arm. Possibly experiment with your balance. And breathe, really breathe up and down. Breathe into your back body and your front body. And release. We'll do the other side. So we're going to inhale the left leg back. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. Moving with the breath. warming up big joints. Now let's hold the left foot back, lift the right arm. Feel a long line of energy. Feel your breath up and down your spine. Ooh. And release. Okay. Now we'll do another version. If you like to use the mat, you can get down on all fours. Otherwise, get a chair so that you can have your hands, either way, your hands are just a little bit in front of your shoulders. The shoulders are drawn, arm bones are drawn back into the shoulder socket, collarbones wide. And we're gonna inhale the right leg up. No, don't try to keep your hips square. This is working the hamstrings here. And then you can extend that leg or not and experiment with your balance and breathe up and down the spine. Really breathe into your lower back. Belly comes in and up on the exhale. Support your spine and release. And then we'll do the other side. So we're gonna inhale up, or just work this. Keeping the hips square, and then extend the left leg, draw the right arm forward, and breathe into the midline for balance. The belly comes in and up on the exhale. Really breathe into the back body and the front body. Inhale and release. Okay, and then let's do one more version of this. So it's affectionately called fire hydrant pose. So you draw the right leg up and then take the knee up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. And only don't do this if it hurts your joint, or do it very just go up to the edge. Stop before it hurts. These are muscles we don't use a lot. And release back down. Take a breath. Other side, lift the leg. Inhale the knee out to the side, exhale down. And don't twist your hips, just use your butt muscles. Inhale up, exhale. And release. Okay, and so you're on the mat. You can go back into child's pose for a minute. We're going to step back, standing into downward facing dog. You can bend the knees, spread your fingers, press the knuckles into the chair. And if you're in child's pose, you can press back up into downward facing dog. And really breathe into your front body and your back body and your spine. We'll come forward to plank. You can do a plank from your knees if you're on the floor. Collarbones back. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. Wide collarbones, stretch open. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Stretching, breathing, feeling your breath, lengthening your spine. And breathing into the back body as well as the front. And then let's all come up to the front of the mat. Some standing poses. Actually, you can come to the middle of your mat and face the long side. And we'll do warrior two. You take the legs wide. Turn your right toes out. Left toes come in a tinge. Heel intersects the back instep usually. Exhale that knee down and watch your knee tracking right over the bottom of the second toe, not going in or out. Exhale down, inhale up. Now let's take the arms up and out. Hold, stretch your arms apart. Feel the four corners of your feet rooting down while your arches lift up. And now feel your breath. And see if you can feel your breath in your back body as well as your front body. And if your breath starts to get raggedy, it's time to come out of the pose. But holding these poses is what builds muscle and bone strength. Straighten the front leg, draw the feet forward. And let's just take a breath and step wide again. Left toes out. And just draw the left heel back just a tinge. Exhale the knee down. Inhale up. And again, you don't want your knee to go way forward. You don't want to go more than a right angle with your knee. You might have to take a wider stance. Go down less. Now let's draw the arms up and out. Look out over your left fingers. Root down. Rise up with your breath. Stretch your arms open. Warrior two. Feel your breath. Imagine that this wave-like breath bringing you strength and stability. But listen to it, and when it says it's time to be done, you come out of the pose. Straighten the front leg, bring the toes together and step together. Okay. So, we can do triangle pose. I like to have a chair at the end of the mat. We start in warrior two, feet wide and then right toes out. Hips are square to the side of the mat. Just as we're all lined up square to the side of the mat. The right leg is straight but not locked. Make sure there's a little, you're not like locked into the back of your knee. You might even want to have a little micro bend in it. And then let's inhale up to get tall. Take the arms out to get wide. Take your left hand to your hip. Pull that hip back, stretch, still staying parallel to the side of the mat. And then inhale. If it feels good, the right arm up. You can look down at your toes or up at your hand, whichever feels better for your neck. And now just focus on your breath. Imagine breathe into your diaphragm, then exhale out, extend out through your feet and your arms, your heart, your head. Kind of pulsating energy. Root down and inhale back up. Come back to standing. Go to the other side. Step wide. Left toes out. Hips parallel, shoulders parallel. Inhale up, root down and get tall. Exhale the arms out. Take your right hand to your hip. Pull that hip back. Staying parallel to the side. Root down through your feet. Stretch open with your breath. And find a comfortable position for your arm. You can extend it up. That's full pose, but no forcing. So first rooting through the feet. Inhale, exhale, root down and stretch open. Feel your breath. You want both sides long. You don't collapse on your left side. Breathe into both sides. Inhale back up. Feet together. Take a breath. And let's just take a moment to get centered. Feel your feet parallel on the ground. Take your hands in front of your heart. If you feel stable, close your eyes. Feel your breath. Feel yourself in space. Feel the results of your practice of yoga so far. And release. And then work with our balance. You want a little something, chair or the wall for stability. So line up with your breath. Feet are parallel. Hip, knees, second toe line up. I like to focus on my breath to get really centered. And then root through your right foot. Take your left foot to the ankle, the shin, not the knee, possibly the thigh. Feel your breath. Experiment with your arms. It's all an experiment. When you're ready, draw the knee forward and come down. Take a breath. Like I was that side, every side is different. Line up again, get centered. It's also helpful to have a soft gaze, finding a focal point across the room. Root through your left foot and draw your right foot. It's fine to leave the toes on the floor. You're still strengthening and balancing. You can experiment with the foot on the shin or the thigh. Feel your breath. Line up to your breath and experiment. And draw the knee forward. Bring your foot down. And release. Okay. Let's do warrior one. We're eventually going to want a chair at the end of the mat. So you can go to the front, the short end of your mat. I'm going to demonstrate from here. So your hips are square to the front of the mat. Right foot forward, left foot back and out in an angle. Hips square to the front. Bit of a negotiation. Exhale the knee down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Take the hands behind your skull. Stretch open, root down through your feet. Draw the elbows up. And if it feels good, draw the arms up. So you're rooting down and stretching open. Really important to breathe into we want no pinching in your lower back. If your back feels pinched, one of the ways to do it is keeping everything straight. Just move forward a little bit. And step forward. Take a breath. Just notice how you feel. We'll do the other side. So, left foot forward. Right foot back at an angle. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Keeping the hips as square as possible. Exhale down. Take your hands behind your skull. Elbows out. Draw the elbows up. Head reaching up. Extend if it doesn't strain. Or this is a really goalpost is good. Arms for this. Feel, especially that back foot rooting through all four corners, really standing into the earth. And feel your breath. And make sure your back, your lower back is happy. And step forward. And release. Okay. Now, building on Warrior One, you want something for stability at the end of your mat. We're going to take the right foot forward, left foot back. So we're going to bend and inhale the arms up. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. And now push off from your left back foot. Stretch the left foot back. Hips are square. And experiment with your balance. Arms can go back like a jet, out like an airplane, forward, more challenging. Let your breath be your guide. Feel your breath. And release. And stand up. Okay. Other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Out at an angle. And exhale down or inhale the arms up and the knee down. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing off the back foot. Stretch forward to keep the hips square. Feel your breath up and down your spine. And experiment with your balance, your arm position. And feel your breath. Breathe the full extension of your spine. And release. All right. And do a little more back bending. So if you're on the mat, you can get down on your belly on the mat. If you're standing, we'll do standing Cobra. So either way, the first step is to get your spine nice and long and your head lined up So if you're on the ground, either way, you're kind of looking down at your cheeks to start for your head position. Draw the shoulders up and back. Draw the elbows back if you're standing. If you're on the ground, you lift your head and shoulders. We're going to root down through your feet if you're standing and open up your heart. If you're on the ground, you can experiment with lifting your legs. If you're standing, make sure you aren't sticking out your ribs, that you're breathing into your back body too. And come back up. So we'll do that one more time. Line up your breath, your spine, wide collarbones throughout the exercise. Draw the shoulders up and back. Take your hands to your waist, elbows back. If you're on the ground or standing, expand with the inhale. Exhale, draw the belly in and up. Don't let the ribs stick out. I'm going to lift our heart and our shoulders, extend the spine. Don't crank the neck, but lift your whole upper chest. Breathe into your heart. If you're on the ground, you can lift your feet too. And release. Okay. Now we'll do a nice release of the hips. So if you're on the ground, you can roll over to your back. If you're seated, sit on the front of your chair. Either way, make sure your knees are parallel, not out or in. Your knees are bent if you're on the floor. And let's draw the right knee into your chest. Exhale, inhale out. Exhale and inhale. And then you can move that around in the hip socket a little bit. And release. And we'll come back to that side, but we'll do the left side now. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale out. Exhale. Drawing the leg in helps with the exhale, helps expel the air. Inhale, open. Exhale. Draw the knee up and just stir that leg in the hip socket. And release. And now listen to your knees and your hips. Draw the right knee in. You can take that ankle across the left knee or not. You can continue just holding the knee, or you can do this static stretch. Either way, spread your toes, draw your toes up towards your knee to protect your knee. Listen to your knees and your hips, no pain. Breathe into the stretch. If you like, you can stretch the hip, circling the knee and the thigh bone. Big, slow movement, big breaths into these big muscles. Release. Lift the left knee. Possibly draw the ankle across the top of the knee. Draw your toes back. Think about separating your toes. You're holding your heel, you can kind of press your heel into your hand. Breathe into the stretch. If you like to do more movement, you can stir that leg around. Just do the static stretch. Feel your breath. Replenishing the whole body. Gentle waves. And breath. And then let's uncross the legs. And if you're on your back, you can draw both legs in. In the chair, you can draw one leg in, the other. Just close your eyes, take a breath here. Take several breaths, feel your breath. Feel your breath expanding, drawing in. Gently open your eyes, and we can prepare for Savasana. So if you're on your back, all set. Might want a cushion for your head, something under your knees. Make yourself completely comfortable. So your chin can be in a neutral position. Your back is released, so it often helps to have the knees bent. And the purpose of this pose is to do absolutely nothing, which is an art form in a way, kind of hard. Feel your breath. Let your shoulders be open. If you're on the ground, your hands can be out at about a 45-degree angle, facing up, or if it's more comfortable, you can rest your hands on your belly. The legs can flop open. Just take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Releasing any residual tension. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth. And scan your body. Imagine breathing into any tight spots. Get comfortable so that you don't have to move for the next few minutes. And we'll do a Prana Nedra. Just playing with the breath. Prana, the life force. So imagine breathing, inhaling through your right foot, up your right leg, cross the pelvis, exhaling down your left leg, out your left foot. Inhaling up the right, exhaling across the pelvis, down the left, out through your left foot. Inhaling up the right, exhaling across and down. Two more. And when you're finished, let go of that. Now imagine a gentle replenishing inhale through your left foot, up your left leg. Exhaling across the pelvis and down out through your right foot. Inhaling up the left. Exhaling across and down. Through your nose if you can. Just a gentle breath. Out down the left. To the right. Inhale up the left. Out the right. One more. Letting go of that. Your hands are crossed. You may want to let them. Extend your arms, whatever feels good. Now we're going to imagine inhaling through the right hand, up the right arm. Exhaling across the shoulders, out through your left hand. Inhaling up the right. Exhaling across through your heart and shoulders, out the left. 3 more times at your own pace. Letting go of that, we'll reverse the direction. Inhale into your left hand, up your arm. Exhale across the heart space, down your left arm, out the left hand. Inhale up the right. Exhale out the left. 3 more times at your own pace. Letting go of that. Feel your natural breath. Notice bottom of your spine, top of your head. Now we're going to inhale through the top of the head all the way down your spine. Exhale all the way up your spine and out the top of your head. Inhale through the head down. Exhale up the spine and out. 3 more times. And when you're finished, just rest in stillness, natural breath. If your thoughts wander, just come back to your breath, releasing into the earth. And gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch in any way that feels good. And if you're on your back, you can gently roll to your side, bend your knees, roll to your side. Take a couple more breaths. With your head being the last thing to leave, use your arms to push up to a seated position. And draw your hands in front of your heart. Feel your breath, the results of your practice of yoga. And we'll end with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.